bring in Abdul Bashir, who's also with us from Hyderabad. Abdul, a quick take. Could the theatre owners be solely responsible for knowing very well that Allu Arjun is going to be arriving at the Sandhya Theatre, but yet not taking permission from the police in advance and ensuring additional security? Can we really blame Allu Arjun?
Well, yes, whenever there was an event, see, this is not the first event, Nabila, that has taken place in Sandhya Theatre. There's a tradition of every big movie in Tollywood. Whenever there is a release or a screening, Sandhya Theatre is a spot where the actors, where the stars arrive to greet their fans for the first screening. And that day, 4th December, evening 9:30 p.m. was a special screening which was open to the public as well as the star over there. So before the arrival, what the police has to say is that there were no proper information, there was no coordination, and due to which a huge crowd had arrived. The police tried to manage to get the teams from the nearby police stations, but in vain. A mild lathi charge took place. But still, the crowd was uncontrollable. Allu Arjun fans go crazy with that energy, with that, the excitement that they have when Allu Arjun arrives there. We have seen in the visuals. So 9:30 p.m. Allu Arjun arrived there. When the time when he was getting in, the gates were open and the whole crowd barged in, wherein this incident had taken place. Now here, this lady, Revati, who had died due to loss of air or oxygen at that particular point, her husband has filed an FIR, and after this FIR was registered, 3 persons. One was Sandeep, the owner of this particular Sandhya Theatre, Nagaraju, and Vijay. Both of them, the manager of this particular theatre, were arrested and sent to judicial custody. Now comes the time where the other responsible persons have to be held, where Allu Arjun's private security staff were taken into custody. They were also named as accused in this particular case, along with Allu Arjun. Now, Allu Arjun had filed a quash petition in the High Court, where the hearing is yet to be made. A decision from this court has yet to be known. But what we see is that Chikkadapalli police, continuing the investigation in this particular case, have detained Allu Arjun. Now they have taken him to Chikkadapalli police station, where he will be interrogated, is what we are getting to know. Now the sections that have been imposed in this particular FIR are punishment for culpable homicide, Section 105 of BNS Act, and also voluntarily causing hurt. Now here Allu Arjun also is said to be responsible whenever any star arrives there. The management and the star also know what amount of crowd they expect, what kind of movie that they are right now. So all the other arrangements were made, the beat, the decoration of the theatre, everything was done, but information to the police was not given. Now, however, the security officials, the police officials tried to manage, but in vain, and one lady's life was lost, and this would have been a big disaster if the management was not in time. But one lady lost her life, and then the case was registered.
What we see here is that Allu Arjun has attempted to quash the FIR in the Telangana High Court, and the court is yet to take up the matter. Do we know when the next court hearing is? Has it been scheduled for hearing at all? And the family members of that woman who died, they themselves have filed an FIR against Allu Arjun and team for this negligence.
Well, yes, Allu Arjun, after this particular incident, Revati's husband had filed an FIR at the Chikkadapalli police station, after which the whole interrogation had begun, and 3 of them have been arrested. Now, Allu Arjun had filed a quash petition in the High Court, whose hearing is yet to be known. The dates are to be known. But what we see is that here Allu Arjun was present at that moment when the incident has taken place. So, well, the authority sees that Allu Arjun is responsible for this particular...
we have here, India Today has accessed the FIR against Allu Arjun, the FIR that's been filed by Revati, the deceased husband. Revati, 35-year-old woman, and her son, 13-year-old son, Sri Tej, who's critically injured. Revati passed away, unfortunately. He's filed this FIR. Police have registered a case under sections 105 and 118, among others. And it's not just against Allu Arjun, it also has been charged. Allu Arjun's team has been charged as well with similar sections, his security team, as well as the theatre management. So 3 people who've been brought in, they've been taken into police custody initially, and they've got bail. Allu Arjun this time has been taken in by the task force police. He's been taken to the Chikkadapalli police station in Hyderabad. Now it remains to be seen how quick his legal team will pull out bail for him. Akshita, for a little more to elaborate on the FIR that we have. The copy that we have, Akshita, do elaborate on the charges that's been leveled against him and 3 others.
The FIR that we have with us and the brief in the FIR based on the complaint essentially is in fact in Telugu. So I'm going to read that out for you. But the 2 big highlights from that particular FIR is, one, it confirms the allegation and the charge that's been leveled by the police right now, Nabila, which is culpable homicide not amounting to murder. And the second is in fact of voluntarily causing hurt. We've got the FIR here. Not sure if you can see it, but what I'll do is I'll read out for you what's written in it. This is the letter that's been put out, essentially the complaint filed by the victim's husband, and it's written fully in Telugu. So I'm going to quickly translate that for you as well and get you those details. So let me just read out for you, because this gives you a sense of what exactly transpired. Why is it that Allu Arjun has been named in this case? So it says essentially that on 4th December at Sandhya Theatre at 9:40 p.m. Pushpa 2 premiere show was scheduled. A huge crowd had gathered to watch the film as well, in anticipation of getting a glimpse of the lead actors coming to the theatre. There was no intimation from the side of the theatre management or the actors team that they will be visiting the theatre. The theatre management did not make any additional provisions regarding security to manage crowd, nor there was any separate entry or exit for the actors team, though the theatre management had information about their arrival. At around 9:30 p.m, actor Allu Arjun came to Sandhya Theatre with his personal security, and all the people gathered there tried to enter the theatre with him. His personal security team started pushing the public, which further aggravated the situation, as there was already a huge gathering at the theatre. Taking advantage of the situation, along with the actor and his security team, large number of people entered inside the lower balcony area of the theatre. In this, one Revati, the victim here, aged 35 years, and her son, aged around 13 years, we're not going to reveal his name, felt suffocated due to large public influx, and immediately the police personnel who were on duty pulled them out of the public from the lower balcony and performed CPR to her son, and immediately shifted to the nearby hospital. Now the doctors informed that she was dead, Revati, and her son was undergoing treatment. This gives you a sense of why exactly Allu Arjun, his personal security team and the theatre management has in fact been booked in this particular case. It's because the personal security of Allu Arjun started shoving people aside, which you see very often with these superstars, that the personal security takes it upon themselves to protect the actor, pushing people aside, shoving them aside.
We will continue tracking the story very closely.